It's the WOW Show, Women on Women. I'm Shazmin Shamsuddin.
I'm Joanne Campopo.
And it's a WOW Show first. We finally have Joanne in her natural state.
In my natural hair, only because they give me time enough to blow it.
Yes. That's okay. We have to start later in the day, lah.
Of course.
All right.
But
Okay.
who do we have? I'm
We
so
have
excited.
the HR bimbo.
Yes.
Bimbo auntie. No, hang on.
Auntie
HR.
Professional bimbo HR auntie.
Yes. You have too many hashtags.
I know.
And it actually took me weeks to really fully grasp what your real name is.
Okay.
Your real name is Kusim Ling.
Yes.
Ling lah.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Dilarang bodoh,
Yes,
y'all.
betul. Yes, that's right.
Okay, so you've had 20 years in the human resources industry.
Not human resources, workforce solutions.
Oh, is that what it's called now?
Yes.
It's
I don't even know.
different. HR is a department. Ours is an industry where we manage workforce. It's not something very common among the entertainment industry, probably why. But if you go to other industry, it's quite common. We do contracting, permanent hiring.
Yeah.
We also do expats management, anything to do with workforce.
Okay.
It's a
All
solution.
right.
So for many, many years, I'm actually in operations, managing P&Ls. Then in 2017, I was transferred to manage HR. But it's just so happened that all these years, I'm in the industry that deal with workforce. It's related.
Okay. It's all related.
Yes, it's all related.
and having been in corporate,
Yes.
and suddenly out of nowhere you blew up like crazy on social media, on
Yes.
TikTok.
As on TikTok, on
Yes.
Instagram. I
Yeah.
mean,
How did that even happen?
especially women our age.
Yeah.
Like what happened to you guys, how you went into entertainment industry.
Yeah.
It always
Yeah.
starts with
Hey.
an accident.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say because we were sweet young things at that point.
No. I mean, like you blew up in the last couple of years.
Yes.
After lockdown.
No, yes.
during lockdown.
Way after lockdown. It was in year 2022.
Okay.
2 years ago.
So how did that happen? What shifted in your professional life that made you want to
exactly.
go that way?
Why did you quit?
I think in your careers, which I'm sure everybody can relate, there are times in your career it goes up, then there are the times that it goes down. Then if you come to a point of your career, it will just go stagnant. So I was at that stage. I have a good boss. I'm with a very stable and growing company. I have a good team. I love my job. It's just that everything is just too cozy, I think, and you get complacent.
There's no excitement anymore.
Not drastic ones. I mean, everything that you guys do, you can create excitement. And even when you're feeling down, you can create projects like this podcast, right? That you guys are doing, trying to explore new things. But you just want a change. Like a change. Hair down, hair up, color, no colors. A change. So I thought I saw an opportunity. I saw an opportunity to switch my career. That's when I decided to transition it.
Into a full-time content creator.
Yes.
So when you first started, did you already know that you wanted
Of course
it to be
no.
based on HR advice, How did
Workforce
this
solutions.
Dilarang Bodoh came about, this tagline?
Yeah.
Okay.
How did professional bimbo come
Yeah.
about?
Which
All
one?
of
Because
that.
all of them has an individual story.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe professional bimbo.
Professional bimbo,
first.
professional bimbo. Okay, the true story is a very boring story. Okay, I have a friend who writes a blog, and when I was reading her blog, she explained that in her past life, a fortune teller said she was a professional bimbo. Oh, I just thought the sentence it was so funny. It was so funny. Her name is Kimberly, and it's very her. I know her since she's a young kid, not young kid, like a young adult. Then it's so her. Then when Instagram came up, I just thought I wanted to change. When I was creating my Instagram account, this was like
your
12,
handle.
13 years ago, I just put it as professional bimbo.
And then
And it was just like that. I never thought about what does it mean, until Uncle Patrick Teo.
Wow, Patrick.
Uncle Patrick Teo.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Okay, Uncle Patrick Teo.
He asked me, what is a professional bimbo? That moment I just paused. Like, who wants to hear about my boring Kimberly story, right? Seriously.
I mean, like we do.
I
but,
do.
Okay, so what
But now
story?
it's part of my
Yeah.
identity.
Yeah, so what did you do?
It gives me a very deep thought, deep thought about it. How is it I can relate so much to this nickname? I mean, in a structured kind of way. From 9 to 6, I have a high-fly job as a corporate
Yes.
services director.
Correct.
But after 6, if you've been using your brain power as much as I do every day,
Yeah.
after 6,
You want to be an airhead bimbo.
Yes!
Yes.
We just want to talk
We all do.
stupid. But like I always say, right, just because I talk stupid doesn't mean I am
Stupid. Of course not.
There are moments like that. After 6, I have a group of friends which I'm that every
Gila.
bimbo lah.
Crazy friends.
The time they learn that I have this high fly job, it shocked the hell out of them. They were like, how can you have this job?
What do you mean? I'm sure the job was well deserving of you.
All these judgmental jantans, I tell you.
They're jantans.
Coincidentally,
Men.
they are.
Coincidentally.
So, I mean, was it a
Yes.
difficult decision for you to actually make that shift, to do this, to blow up as a middle-aged influencer amidst, your high-flying career?
Yeah.
Susah tak, that decision?
I want to say it is, but it was not.
Well,
Fair enough.
You've been in the workforce for how long? You've been in the workforce for how long?
Because it's the workforce industry, 20
Yes.
years, 20 years.
20 years.
Yes.
I mean, I understand what you say. After 20 years, it's stagnant. Yeah, right?
I feel
You
stagnant,
feel
yes,
stagnant.
yes.
I mean, like what you said, you can get excitement from anywhere.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
But when you're in
But you don't get the excitement that you want.
Yeah, it's not something like
Yeah.
you climb Everest or something
Yeah,
like that.
yes.
Or you go into some seedy lane to look for Labubu dolls or something like that. Or, you explore something totally new, like, for example, maybe pole dancing,
I don't have the body, but I would love to.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That's-
like life excitement, because, okay, I have been blessed with being an entertainment whore, bimbo / hustler.
You have no idea, Joanne.
Yes.
The number of people who come up to me and tell me, you sound like Joanne Kam. I say, yes, I'm very well aware of that.
We are like twinsy. We're like twinsy. But she's the one with the EPF lah. And the bonus.
No more anymore. Sudah tidak ada.
But yeah, I mean, it would be like, I can imagine myself if I were to be in a corporate world. And
Yeah.
even though, like with someone like you, I'm sure your status and all that in your workforce is to a level where you are respectable.
Yes.
But after 20 years, perhaps, like what you say, kadang-kadang nak jadi bimbo lah. Alright? Right?
And people love it.
Yeah.
The internet loves it.
I know, because the first time I came across you, you were in a TikTok live session and you were talking crap and but good crap. You know what I mean? You were
Crap
just
is
like,
crap
I
is
was like,
not crap if you're listening to it.
I
Crap
was
is not crap.
glued to my phone watching this live, and I was like, I fucking like her. I like her.
Yeah.
You learn a lot of things,
I
right?
learned not just HR stuff, but also life,
Office
hacks,
politics.
Yes, all this,
And it's
human
amazing
relations.
because you do it in such a layman way that people
Yeah.
find it.
Thank you for saying
Yeah.
Yeah,
that.
of course.
That means a
People
lot.
find out. Oh, I did. Like when I was looking at you, oh, really? Also, this is what working in HR is.
Okay, so with social media being your thing now,
Yes.
okay, you're doing this now full time, right?
Yes.
Do you ever worry about your future? Because when you were in corporate, it was a guaranteed salary, guaranteed bonus at the end of the year. I mean, what were your thoughts?
The reason to have the idea to switch my career was not a hard decision.
Okay.
But the reason it took so long
Yep.
was because I need to get prepared financially.
Of course.
So you weren't bodoh about it lah.
No, of course not. I have seen so many careers around me, right? They go out, they try their thing, they fail because they didn't give it enough time because don't have the financial backup. Right? I'm entering two new industry, education and entertainment, both which I don't know anything much about.
Right.
And I want to venture and I'm trying to bridge entertainment and education together right now. Right? I mean, for me it's high risk. I don't know anybody in the industry. I don't know any the nuts, the bolts, I do not know about it.
Right.
If you ask me to start a new recruitment agency, yes. I can straight away go and do it. So financial stability is very, very important.
Okay.
Plan something first.
Yeah, don't just simply quit your jobs, okay?
Yes, people. Have savings.
Yes. Don't simply quit your job.
Have your side hustle.
Okay. So that being said, right, are you
Yes,
making
yes.
bank in this new venture?
I am. We are in the midst of closing our account for this year. I'm glad to say that I am earning more than I was when I was in corporate within my first year. And I'm very proud of myself too because it's my first year, way.
Yeah. Yes. It is your first year. I
It's my
remember.
first
Sorry
year.
to be so like nosy and whatnot. I just want to
Yeah.
know, like, is the money, the income coming from your YouTube channel, or is it coming from doing, I
Gigs.
guess,
Okay,
gigs,
during the first
doing
year,
training?
right now, most of it comes from my public training.
Okay.
My public training. Then I was very fortunate. I have a very good sponsor, Job Street.
Yes, you're doing a lot of. I love the Job Street
They are
ones.
very rich, so they pay me very well and very fairly. And I have completed multiple projects with them that kept me going during my first year.
Awesome.
Okay. That's really great.
Yeah. And then I also do sponsored contents that company hire me to put up all these social media advertisements, product advertisement. Also working with ministry. Minister also very fair.
The Ministry of
Human
they
Resource.
are the worst bargainers, the ministers.
I wonder who she's directing it to.
Yeah.
You can see my video who hire me all the time.
all the ministries.
But they do pay fairly. They do pay.
So
they do
it's
pay.
all this income from being generated through different platforms, not exactly like the TikToks or the Instagram, but the association with the other corporate agencies that comes.
Yeah.
in.
Correct. And of course, I have my Dirang Bodo merch, also one source of the income.
So it's multiple incomes. It's not just one stream of revenue.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
yes.
fact that I can actually ask that question with a straight face and understand it. I have been picking up certain things.
Yay, Joanne.
It's not all about dirty jokes.
Inside joke, is it?
It's an inside joke. But yeah, I mean, I believe like whether a content creator or especially in entertainment, it's never about one stream, one revenue
Yes,
stream.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
noticed that,
Correct.
yes.
And it was very, how would I say, very clever that you also had your merch a year ago. So
Yes. That was my first project when I
correct.
came
That
out.
was your first project. And then when you decide to take the plunge, this is when the other opportunity, because I remember we were talking about this, because me and Ling were doing other stuff.
And I'm
as
so
well.
grateful for her. She that one show I went on hers opened up so many doors for me.
Was this a stand-up comedy thing?
No, it was her radio show.
My radio
Oh,
show,
okay, on
my
your-
radio
okay.
show on
AFO.
AFO about a year plus ago.
Right.
Yes.
Then we became friends, and I saw how she managed her transition. It is kind of like a transition. I mean,
It is a transition.
Yeah.
20
It is.
years, you
Yes.
know, to
Yeah.
be able to take that plunge, and then, you know, whenever you do I always say entertainers are the first whore of the industry, because we don't have like a paymaster. So for us, it's always okay. What do you want me to do? You want me to eat this chicken, this malak chicken, And then, review it. Okay, fine, I'll do it. And then the next one, corporate show, yes, MC. Stand-up comedy. What? You want me to go and wash the car? And then take a TikTok video while I'm washing this car? Okay, fine, I'll do it. So, we literally, as entertainers, we will, as long as there's a paycheck, we'll do it. So having that mentality, again, you need to also give yourself the freedom to not be boxed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried being an entertainer too. I was in a show.
A comedy show, right?
No, comedy show was the comedy club.
Yeah.
So during this career transition of mine, it is a thing, and people pay top dollars for this kind of consultancy actually. Career transition. So I also been in the workforce for so long. I've also been in the career transition business for so long. So I had the great blessing that I'm able to transfer all those skills to myself.
Ling, I'm curious, because you've been working in an office your entire adult life so far. I mean, being a content creator, you make it look fairly easy. Is it as easy as it looks? Or what's the most challenging thing about creating content?
This one, of course, it's not easy for sure. It looks, but now it's not that difficult anymore. Initially, when I go live, I barely can talk for 3 minutes.
Now you can talk for an hour.
Now I can talk for 3 hours.
No, as long as there's people on the live talking to you.
There's no people coming live. Most of the time it's 0. At most it's at 4. There was nobody. It's just literally me and the camera. It's just talking to myself, and it was hard. It was very hard, and it's terrible, right? But when you are learning a new skill, what do old people always tell you the old school way?
Practice
Practice makes perfect. Practice makes better.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect. Practice makes permanent. So I went live every fucking single day. No matter what time I finished work, there was one time I finished work at 3 in the morning. I went home and I went live because that was my commitment. Practice every day. And I just got better from there. Every single day, I never stopped going live until TikTok suspended me.
Why did they suspend you?
Look at my language and my demeanor. Of course, I cannot suspend.
Okay, when you're doing your live, right, do you get inappropriate questions or comments through your, the comment side?
Depending on which platform you are, TikTok is very strict, so they don't allow all these anjing questions go through.
I love it, anjing questions.
Well, TikTok, is there a difference between TikTok and Instagram?
Yes, it's very big difference. It's very big difference. TikTok is more younger audience. They have stricter rules. Like for example, very clear example, you cannot hold an alcohol bottle on TikTok.
So if you do that?
They will send you a warning. It will be the creator will be able to say they send you a warning. They say cannot. There was one time I was cooking in the kitchen and somebody asked the wrong question. Somebody asked about Boss Barbie. You talk about, unfair bosses, it riles me up, and I was chopping something, then my knife went in the air, they banned. They don't ban, they suspended me straight away.
Because of the knife.
So suspended is how many? 24 hours?
My longest was 4 days.
Wow.
Suspension. It's just like HR, taking disciplinary action.
Okay. All right. So, what's the most memorable thing that happened to you while you were on a live? Do you have any good stories for us?
I have a lot. That was a funny one that I cannot ban because waving the knife. Moral of the story:
don't wave knife.
When I'm cooking, please jangan tanya soalan pasal Boss Barbie.
Yes. Menanjing.
But it's very nice to see how the community is growing.
And you got a lot of young people who are just entering the workforce, asking you all sorts of really good questions, actually.
Yes.
I've been in the workforce for almost 30 years, and I'm like, I'm learning something here,
But recently, I'm very proud of myself. I'm bringing the older generation to TikTok because I talk about it so much.
Yes.
I can see my demographics of my follower is
Changing.
getting older now.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I have so many friends. They downloaded TikTok just to support me. Ended up they being addicted themselves.
It is addictive.
It is quite addictive. I mean, like Shaz has shared with me some TikTok advice, and I'm like, Shaz, and she's like, good thing on TikTok.
I'll
And
be
then-
scrolling TikTok at 10, right? 10 before bed, 10 p.m. And then I'll be waking up at 3 and the thing still looping, you know. I'll be like, oh my goodness, the lights are still on. I'm like, this is
I get it,
ridiculous.
I get it, I
Don't
get it.
get addicted. That's all I'm saying. But yeah. So your demographic is changing. That's
now,
a good
now
thing.
it's changing. I know this past
Yeah.
few months it has been changing
Okay.
to old. TikTok is getting older.
It is.
It's getting older. I analyze my followers all the time because throughout my career transition, I am experimenting different things. Mostly is to explore the source of income. Like I did the
Okay.
comedy show with you
Yeah,
one time.
yeah.
I went on Astro for a cameo one time. That was a
Okay. Okay. Coming back to that, you actually did give stand-up comedy a try.
yes, I did.
How did that go for you?
I hated it. That's why you see I stopped doing it. But
But you only did it once, right?
I only did it once, but I salute those who can. I love stand-up comedy. I fucking love stand-up comedy.
Watching and doing it, two different things.
She was my first stand-up comedy show, Joanne Kam. At
KL Comedy Club.
Calpac. It was at KLPAC.
Oh, the one that you came to watch.
I came to watch. First one many years ago, right? And I that time I remember when I purchased your Supercam tickets.
Oh, Supercam, yes, quite a while ago.
I was like 60 ringgit. Before that, right, I thought going to comedy shows, because I always watch a lot of comedy in TV, to be part of live audience, I thought it's so expensive to go to one. Then I was like, 60 ringgit? Then I went. Then after I watched the show, I was like, oh my God, such a good entertainment.
For 60 ringgit?
For 60 ringgit, no?
It's a lot more expensive
Yes,
today.
now prices have
No,
changed.
but it was back then.
No, back then, this
Yeah.
was like
Back then.
almost 8 years ago.
More than that.
10,
More than that.
Yeah, I've
more
been
than
doing
that.
so long, so I don't even
It's
remember.
Way
All
more,
right.
way more than that. Even now, also like 80, 100, 250 around there.
Yeah.
So, I really applaud. But when you are the person on stage, is a very different thing. You think it's easy.
You gotta have.
It's not
balls.
easy at all. You think comedy go up and some laugh, some don't laugh. You think it's an easy job. It's not. It's
not.
fucking hard. Okay.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
It's
I appreciate it.
hard. It's so hard. I know it's so stressful. It's so hard. This is thing.
Okay.
I'm so sorry to say. We did 4 sold out shows.
Yes, we did.
4 sold out shows. Okay. Guess how much I earn?
I don't want to guess.
Guess lah. 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, what the flying fuck is this?
Exactly.
So after that, you gave up already lah.
I said, that is not even a portion of part of my hourly rate. This is 4 fucking sold out shows, you know?
Calm down.
Now you know why the hustle is great.
So
The hustle is great.
Anyway, so you want to hear my story why I didn't pursue acting?
Yes.
Huh? So I Astro. Not to say that I'm not demeaning the industry, but from an outsider who has never been in the industry, this is my independent point of view. I have a shooting in Hulu Langat.
Yeah, it's very
Right?
far.
Very
Usually
far.
it's all like one armpit of creation.
I love that.
3 hours hair and makeup.
Yes.
Yes, and then I have to bring my own wardrobe.
Yes, because usually for people like
Sometimes,
us,
but
tak ada
ended
baju.
up we use the stylist wardrobe. Okay, 3 hours, hair and makeup, rehearsal, shooting, everything all together, briefing all maybe 5 minutes, cameo 20 minutes, 300 ringgit. Okay, no thank you, it's okay, keep the money. Huh? But it's a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful experience. I did a commercial with her. Whole day, 300. Wonderful experience. The money, however, sucks big time.
Yeah, because the amount of effort that you have to put
the
into
amount of
it, yeah?
effort if you're not in the top
If
list.
you're not an
Yeah.
A-lister,
Actually,
right?
even if you're in the top list, like even if they approach you to be one of the main cast,
Yeah.
the money is still
I
not
really,
good.
I really salute every time I go on set. I will talk to the people behind the scene guys. Most of you guys are contract for service, which means you guys don't enjoy the
Any
benefits.
perks, yeah.
Of a normal,
Again,
most of them,
EPF
even the crew,
bonuses.
the mic guy, the
Yeah.
light guy,
Oh.
the sound guy, the PA. Most of them are contract for service.
Yeah.
They work long working hours. And it's such a, I don't know
Thankless
how to say.
job?
No, not thankless. It's such a industry that requires such grit and passion.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you guys are not so passionate about it, why be so suppressed by it? It must be something in you guys love comedy so much. You love, this podcast, radio thing so much. People here who love doing this so much that you guys don't mind it. You don't mind.
I think, like what you say, passion is definitely
Yes.
A factor lah.
a factor in what we do.
Yes.
But again, there are professional agencies that cater for those factors. I mean, someone like Shaz, who's amazing in radio. You've been in radio for how many years? 20?
More than 25.
More than
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
And even with being in charge of the podcast division at Scoop, it is still within your passion. So I'm not
Yeah.
going to say that, no, you cannot get an actual job from your passion.
You
Yeah.
can.
Of
Of
course,
course you can.
it's just a different industry.
Yeah.
As you know, you are a talent recruiter, so you would know.
Yes.
But unfortunately, there is no big, corporate that says Comedy Inc. and every comedian. It would be amazing if there is a department or
You can start
okay.
one. Nothing is stopping you to start one.
I would like 3 million in
Okay.
funds, preferably in US dollars.
All right, Ling, can you demystify something in corporate
Sure,
life? All right?
sure.
Is HR your friend or not? HR, are they your friend? Are they working with you or?
I just
with someone else,
I just spoke about this
management.
in a conference recently. I feel so sad for my past HR, honestly. I'm so sorry if whoever my past HR was watching this. We never have a beef with HR. But we also are not like they are our best friend kind of department. HR has always been there for me, right? They are just there, which I think is worse. They are neither exciting nor they are bad. They are just boring.
Yeah.
No,
what I'm thinking is okay.
So, a lot of people say that, auntie, they ask me, auntie, since company hire HR, they pay HR. So naturally, the HR will cite the company.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody feels it, which I don't disagree. But throughout my years in HR and workforce solution industry, in order to cite the company, you need to cite the employee first. Because employees are always the heart of the business,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Who gets overworked and underpaid happily for you? The employees.
Is that a slight jive?
I mean, it's the
Yeah.
employees, right? If you
Yeah.
take care of them well,
Yeah.
they don't mind being underpaid, they don't mind being overworked, but they need to be happy.
Yeah, if they are happy, then they will.
So
Yeah.
create,
Yeah.
as employers, we should create the environment. And HR is your vehicle to achieve that. HR is there to focus on the employees. If you truly want to have a harmonious workforce, to help the company, be on the employee side first. Everything in the system is designed to bias the employee, including labor law, industrial court. Everything is biasing that side. So rule number one, you don't want to get into legal trouble, make sure you're compliant. Make sure if you want to be competitive, make sure you give more. You know, it's simple business logics. Right or not?
Yeah.
So for whoever who tell me, but I understand. Before I come out, I never thought HR is so hated. Honestly, I didn't know that. Only when I came out to social media,
Then you know everyone
then
hates
I
HR.
didn't know outside because I've been working in the same company.
And then everyone else.
Everyone
I've
hates
been in the same
HR.
company for so long. I didn't know HR was so hated. I'm like, oh my god.
Now you know lah.
Now you know.
Then when I hear stories from my follower why they hate HR, I cannot blame them.
Okay.
If you are talking to someone that is untrustful, unhelpful, uncheerful, I also would hate them, you know. But my HR was never like that.
So you had a good HR then.
I have a boring HR.
Boring, but I meant good. Like a
Boring,
good.
no, boring, different good. If
Yeah.
you want to be good HR, there is a lot of effort and it's expensive to be good HR.
Okay.
You think all this team building activity free? In every team building activity, somebody will complain something they don't like. The chicken not fleshy enough lah. The drink not cold enough. Why no ice lah? Why the lucky draw present so ugly lah? It requires a lot of money to be good HR. Okay.
Why is there no coffee in the morning lah?
Call HR now.
Yeah, we have one there by the
complaints.
name of K.
And then I
HR.
also understand, but this is the thing I realized when after 2 years talking to so many people in the community, a lot of HR are overworked, undertrained.
Undertrained, but they're not
Okay.
underpaid.
They're
Not necessarily underpaid.
Yeah.
overworked and undertrained.
Undertrained.
Okay, so finally,
Finally.
any tips that you could give a middle-aged influencer wannabe?
Like us.
Like me.
Like you.
You're getting there. You're already there. You got nominated
exactly.
for TikTok Educationer of the Year.
170,000.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I was at the TikTok Awards, I felt like an imposter, okay?
Everyone has imposter syndrome. That's a story for another day.
Another day. Another day.
You come back when we do that story.
I think you just go for it. Just go for it. I have. There is one thing that I have trained myself very well. I recover very fast. It's something that one of my ex CEO taught us. Right, my ex-bosses, one of my ex-bosses, he taught about us the concept of failing fast. It's okay to try different things, but fail fast so you can start back up again.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So
Yeah.
that's
Fail
what I have
fast
been.
so you can start
So
over.
you can start. You have to keep moving. Don't dwell so much in the past. Why? What went wrong?
Yeah.
All like I want to kill myself for being super cringe. It's
Super
done
cringe.
And dusted. Like just
Like
move.
just now.
Just go forth. Go forth.
And with that, we will go forth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fail
yes,
fast.
Yes, Melissa.
Get over it.
Yes.
And
Get
then
over. it. Just
start totally
Yes.
new again.
Koo Sim Ling, professional bimbo. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It has been
Anytime.
lovely.
Anytime.
And remember, dilarang bodoh.
Yes. Bye.